I am so fearless. I have a very poor work ethic. I am unprofessional, and I don't respect the law.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Sadia Khan, or as many people would say online at this very moment, Sadia Khan. She's a con woman. She is claiming to be a dating coach and a psychologist. But she lied about having the degree, and then she has all the wrong values, and she's preaching, relationship, love, blah, 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 being a high value woman, being a high value man, and then she goes and steals other women's men. Yeah, she was a side chick in Dubai. She was dating an engaged man, and we're going to talk about it later. In case you don't know who she is a dating coach living in Dubai, which is already problematic because we know what women do in Dubai. She's not an Instagram model, but I highly doubt that she's only in Dubai to be a dating coach and, I don't know, teach people about love. I think she's trying to find her rich husband in Dubai, make this money online in the process. I think that when she finally finds her husband of her dreams, she's gonna quit all of this social media thing. She's not going to be a coach anymore. Yeah, because that's all she's after. She's all about the money. She even said that if she wasn't a psychologist, she would be like a drug dealer or a mafia, but I don't know, she would be like a criminal.
I wasn't doing psychology 100%. I would be a drug dealer. There is no other job role on this planet that suits my personality more, because I am so fearless. I have a very poor work ethic. I am unprofessional, and I don't respect the law. I'm like, law schmo, it's fine, we'll get away with it, it's not a problem. So I just got super lucky that, all praise be to God, I'm a girl and I didn't come from that kind of background or whatever it is. But in another life, 100% I would be in rehab or jail by now. Cash me outside.
So that alone can tell you what kind of person she thinks she is. There is a video circulating online. These YouTube comedians, they made this interview with her, and they practically debunked her lies. I am going to summarize everything that was important in that video. I'm gonna highlight the key moments. First allegation is that she's not a licensed psychologist. She said that she worked as head of psychology in Dubai schools in 2019. Then she said that she had a DHA, Dubai Health Authority license, but that it had expired. She also claimed that she has a master's degree at one point from UCL, University College of London, and QTS, qualified teacher status, deflected by saying she was discriminated against because she's a woman of color.
She never produced it. I asked her an email 4 or 5 times. She sent me every certificate. I asked for the UCL. She ignored it. So it's on her LinkedIn. She claims she has a UCL degree, a master's. Nowhere. This is important. You can't become a psychologist unless you reach a certain level of education. And master's is not necessarily enough depending on where you do master's. I already know she's not a psychologist because she doesn't meet the threshold to be able to even apply.
Checked the DHA registry and she was never licensed. Also, she contradicted herself sometimes, saying license expired, and other times she said that she started applying but never got one. So she's contradicting herself there and proving that this allegation is kind of true, allegedly. I don't know. And QTS is just teacher status. It's not psychology qualification, because she claims that she's a licensed psychologist, but she's not. And the Wayback Machine archives showed that she had a Photoshop master's degree on her website with no date, which was stolen.
This was on her website as proof that she's educated. So this is her Bachelor of Science. Here it is. This fake fucking Photoshop degree of a master's was on her website, my nigga. It has no date. When do you ever see a degree with no date of issue?
No date.
Do you see the name? That is a clearly Photoshopped on top of this degree.
Maybe she is a criminal. I don't know. Allegedly, maybe she is carved out to be a criminal. She also faked a BPS, which is a British Psychology Society certificate, by combining logos. BPS confirmed to the interviewer they never accredited COE. She's clearly not a licensed psychologist. When the YouTuber asked her why she removed these degrees from her website, she said it's because of trolls. Of course, not because they were fake. She just wants to be the Andrew Tate for females.
I like Andrew. Yeah, I like Andrew. We speak quite regularly and stuff, and we agree. We say that we agree on about 80% or 70% of things. We agree on a lot of things. I disagree on a few things, and when we disagree, we can converse like adults and kind of find a logical conclusion. But it's nothing personal, and just because somebody has a different opinion doesn't mean they're a bad person in certain things. So I really enjoy watching his content and stuff.
The next allegation is that she was a side chick in Dubai infidelity scandal. So she denied being a side chick, but there were screenshots which the YouTuber showed to her and also recording, and she said that they were fake and AI generated.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck his dick if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and
we'll
the days
see.
After.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
The phone number associated with these screenshots and voice notes, she confirmed that it was hers, but she said that it belonged to her team, who used WhatsApp groups for business. She also claimed that she didn't look like that in 2021 and that the photos were filtered and not her. Later, she suggested that she was only joking in a voice note when she said, "If I wanted, I could suck his dick on your wedding day." So that's pretty disgusting. I think that's what got her canceled. You know, it's not the fake degrees, you know, on the wall and on her website. It's not that she lied about her education. I think that really what got her canceled was the fact that she went after married or engaged men and that she is preaching fidelity and so on and morality, and then she goes and steals other people's men. The YouTuber in the video had private screenshots tied to her actual phone, and as I already said, she accidentally confirmed the last digits herself. Also, what she said about her team using the WhatsApp app was also nonsense, because groups don't give everyone access to the same number.
It's her setting up dates. Yeah. And then this is where the Arab guy's like, "I want to lick your vagina." She's like, "Stay awake, I'll be home soon." So she's a side chick, very excited to be so.
I think she was definitely a side chick. She thought she was too hot to be caught and that everyone was gonna believe her. And this third allegation is that she is just a bad person. She cannot handle critique, harassment, and unprofessional conduct. She said that outside of therapy, she doesn't owe people professionalism. She also compared herself to a surgeon. She just said, quote unquote, "Just because someone is a surgeon doesn't mean outside work they have to cut bodies open." But being a surgeon and being a psychologist, it's not the same.
I would just say that in general, just because somebody's a surgeon doesn't mean that outside of their work they have to cut people's bodies.
She also admitted that she had a bad temper and an anger problem, which is not very consistent with being a psychologist. Aren't you supposed to be the calmest person on the planet? How can you calm other people down? How can you help them if you cannot help yourself?
I agree. I do agree that it's not great conduct, and I got a really bad temper on me. So, and which is something I definitely have learned my lesson not to bother doing. But I just see it as like, if you're not my client, why do you get my service? My service is a therapist. You're not paying for this service.
Right. But to my understanding as psychologists, there is still a code of conduct. So even if you're off the job, there's probably certain behaviors that they would say is unbecoming of people in that profession. And then that's like based off of like the job that you're trying to engage in. There shouldn't be things that you would engage in. If someone is a psychologist or they hold these fields, and if they're behaving a certain way online, that would be something that would cause losing their license. You're not a bus driver.
She also played the victim. She said she was bullied. Her Pakistani father and brothers would kill her if they found out, and she was being targeted because she's not white. So she tried to play the race card. Didn't work. The interviewer in the video showed evidence of her harassing critics online, calling them, threatening to dox them, and insulting them. She's doing this a lot. If you leave a bad comment on any of her videos or photos or whatever, she's gonna come after you. She's gonna call you unattractive male or female. This is why I don't have a man or a woman, blah, blah, blah. She's gonna try to insult you into backing the fuck out.
Criticized her in the video because it was very obvious that she puts waist filters on any video where her full body is shown, and in a lot of her videos she's talking about how much self-confidence she has. But when I called her out, she lost her goddamn mind. It's now been about 48 hours, and she has spent the last 2 days accusing my followers of being animal addicts, being cheaters, being prostitutes, and everything in between. But today she started a new trend. These are videos that my followers sent me. This person left a comment on her page, and she tried to call them via audio 4 or 5 times. And then when they wouldn't pick up, she left the threatening message that you'll see scroll by here: pick up, or I'm gonna post your address online. And here's another one from another one of my followers. Pick up, don't be scared. Don't be scared, pick up, calling over and over and over and over again.
Psychologists, she claims to be one, do have a code of conduct even off duty, and her behavior would get a real license revoked. But because she doesn't have a license, nothing can be revoked. Also, her victimhood framing was inconsistent because at times she boasted about being fearless, lawless, and saying if she wasn't in psychology, she'd be a drug dealer.
I wasn't doing psychology 100%. I would be a drug dealer. There is no other job role on this planet that suits my personality more because I am so fearless. I have a very poor work ethic. I am unprofessional, and I don't respect the law. I'm like, law schmo, it's fine, we'll get away with it, it's not a problem. So I just got super lucky that, all praise be to God, I'm a girl and I didn't come from that kind of background or whatever it is. But in another life, 100% I would be in rehab or jail by now. Cash me outside.
What do you think of Sadia Khan? I knew the moment she started going viral on my For You page, all that I could see was her and her video and her advice and how to be a high value man, high value woman, how to do this and that. And when someone is giving so many advice, is that they actually need to listen to their own advice. You know, they're actually giving the advice themselves. Thank you for watching, guys. Like this video, share if you think it's worth sharing, subscribe please. See you in my next one. Bye.